Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are
K&K Crochet.
Welcome back, and today is another episode of Blankets.
The Blanket Saga.
Y'all, she gets tired of it. I'm enjoying every minute of it. I never liked to make blankets before. I am enjoying it. Am I enjoying it when I'm trying to press myself to hurry up and get done? No, but I'm enjoying seeing these come to life. I enjoy the product in the end. I enjoy getting it completed. And this one was super easy, unexpected, and unplanned. So this will make number 7 for the year. Actually, it's probably more than that. I think it's 8 because there was a baby blanket that I made before. But we're just going to say this is number 7 and deal with the rest later. So I went to Joann's one day. I was working on number 8 in the blanket series and realized I did not get enough yarn of the one color because I hadn't used, well, I've used it but not in a long-term project for the main color. I had not used the, what is it called? Caron 1 pound. So I didn't know how far it would go. So I'd worked up part of the other blanket, number 8 that I'm working on, and realized I was probably going to need another. So hubby said, well, let's go get it. It was Friday evening. So we went and I found some yarn that was marked down. It was on sale for the week. And it was hot pink and light pink, and I really wanted to use it for the grandbaby. And I got to thinking about how everybody in the immediate family would have a blanket for Christmas but her. We can't have that. So they did not have enough of the pink. Thank goodness I didn't think that 2 would make enough for the pink. It was a large ball of yarn, but not that large. So they did have a purple. And so I decided to get the purple, and it's called Lion Brand Mandala Gradient. I thought it was ombre, but it's called Gradient. And I really, really like the color. So first of all, let me show you what it looks like in the cake. Let's see if that'll work. So that's what it looks like in the cake, kind of. Yeah. So you see it's got light purple to medium purple to dark purple. And so when I started it, I started with the light purple. I couldn't make up my mind. And Kristen said she thought start with the light. I always have trouble trying to figure out how I want to lay my colors out. I usually figure it out after it's too late. So I started with the light, and that's the way the roll starts. It starts with the light. It works into a little bit of darker, you can see here. Then you get a little bit darker. Then you get a more deep purple, and then you get a really dark purple. And this does not do it justice,
No,
but
it is beautiful.
it is a really pretty purple. So what I did is I started with the first cake. I was looking for my ends to tell me, and I've weaved them in. So, yep, woven them in. So I went so far to the purple, to the dark purple, and finished with that cake. I started the second cake with the dark purple attached to this, and I did the decreasing row and I probably did 2 more regular rows, a decreasing row, and 2 more decreasing rows. So maybe somewhere 4 to 5 rounds or rows with the dark on the second cake. And I worked and I worked and I worked until it started to change to this other purple color. Because I liked this dark purple, and I wanted this stripe of purple through it, which I do like a lot. So then I changed to the third cake and went back to this regular purple that you go into here, the next color after the deepest purple. And I worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. And somewhere in my brain I thought, since I added that second cake in the middle and then went back to the third one, that I should have plenty without doing anything different. It didn't work that way. So the only thing I used from the second cake in the beginning was just this deep purple. So this is the whole first cake up to here. Then I used the deep purple out of the second one, and I went to the third cake and started with the right after the deep purple, and then started moving forward. So as I moved forward, I got down here and realized that I was going to be in trouble because I had about 10 rows left, and the third cake I had picked up was gone. So I had to go back to that second cake, I know it's confusing, and pick out where I just used the dark purple and pick up only the light purple. So luckily that was it goes light to dark, so I used the dark for here and then went back and picked up the other end on the light and used the light to finish this out. Now, I'm still not super happy with it. I would have liked for there to have been more dark purple. I don't know. I wanted it to be even as you came down and went from one color to the other. But the problem with that was it was not going to be big enough. I think it was about 22 inches if I would have stopped with the first cake and then went on to the second one and decreased. So that was not big enough. So I think this one ended up being about 30. So that's her Christmas blanket. And she'll only be just a few months old by then. So I think that'll work just fine. So that's number 7. And then, if you'll hold that. I won't show you the blanket that I've started because, yeah, it's attached. But I will show you the diagram that I made. And what I did is I went online and grabbed 2 pixelated images, one of a frog and one of a mushroom, because that's what she likes. And I wanted to put them together and could not find one put together that I liked. And I adapted those 2 and made them fit together. I changed part of the mushroom to look differently because I didn't like the way it looked. I changed some of the coloring on the mushroom, some of the shaping on the mushroom, and then I plopped the frog down on top. So let's see if you can see my mess here. So this is what it's going to look like, and these lines show where I'm at. So I like about 3 more rows being at the decrease point going across, and then I think it's about 12 rows up before I can decrease. And I will have to put a border on this one because it's super small, but I needed this kind of brain break of something here where I did not have to do a whole bunch of color changes or a great big huge blanket. And sometimes I like to put borders on, sometimes I don't. Usually I don't like to do it, but I also don't like to have a massive blanket like I did for the firefighter one. So you see that number on top, that was what I was figuring out after I got so many stitches, how many more stitches of the green I would have to have for this, and that's what this is here. This is a like a sage green, white, and the little squares are white, and it's red for the mushroom. And then the frog is a couple of different colors of green. He has pink cheeks and white eyes, and then he has a black border around him to make him pop and stand out from the other greens. So, yep, that's going to be what that is. So, yep, and I'm working on it. I'm almost halfway done with that one. So by the time you see this, you will have seen that I have finished this baby blanket I've shown you. I have finished the brother blanket, and I have started on this, which is the frog blanket. So that means actually I will have done, yeah, this will be number 8. And I have one more after that, which is 9, and it's September. So I hope to finish this one sometime in October and be able to move on to the other one in October. I would love to finish this one before October starts, but it's probably not going to happen. I have 7 days to do that, and I can't see that happening, and I'm not going to push it. So what I'm probably going to do is just keep working on it the best I can. I'm going to try to, I'll definitely hit my decrease across before the end of September. And most likely we'll hit the decrease from the top before the end of September. And I'll be happy with that because I can knock it out pretty quick, and then I'll have to do the border around, which will take a little bit longer, but that's okay. And then I'll start the other one. So I'm almost there. I'm on the downhill slope. And the baby blanket was a nice brain break because then I was like, okay, I can do this one. And I did that one instead of working on the other one. I took about a week off from working on the frog one. And just because of life, it really had nothing to do with being too tired to work on it or anything like that. Just life got in the way. There was a lot going on that week. So I took a week off, and so I want to get it finished so I can say it's done, and then I can move on to the other one. And once I get to the last one, I feel like I will have relief. So that's all we have for today, except for question of the day.
Okay. So when you're crafting,
Wait a minute. I got to think a little bit. Actually, this is going to be released in October, so it needs to be an October trivia.
Oh, okay.
Probably the other one we did too.
It's okay.
That's what you get when you pre-record. Halloween trivia with Kristen.
Woo.
I caught her off guard.
I'm throwing this off the top of my head, so it don't make sense. Tell me in the comments, and I'll try and reword it. There is a Disney movie saga. There's 4 movies, and it has a pair of siblings, and they find out that they're related to witches. what is, and there's a whole other town called Blank Town. What's the movie?
I don't know. I am so not feeling fall. I am so not feeling Halloween. Today I thought, you really should crochet something that's for fall. It's fall time. Let's pick fall colors. No, I don't want to. Christmas.
I'm feeling fall. I'm feeling the pumpkin spice. I'm feeling the wheat leaves
No.
changing colors.
The what?
The leaves changing colors.
I thought you said the wheat leaves. I'm like, what's that? No, I'm not feeling fall. No hate on fall. I like fall. I'm just not feeling the colors. I'm not feeling any of that stuff. And I see rain outside. Yay! And no, but whatever. We need it. So anyway, that's the question of the day. The trivia, Halloween trivia.
Sorry if it don't make sense.
Yeah, we will go back on the other one if it gets released in October and do a trivia underneath so that you can do the trivia. Who knows how these get released? You guys know. Just watch and learn. Watch and learn. Watch and listen, and you'll find out what we're doing because we probably don't know either. It's okay. There's no, it may be louder today because it's hot and the fan is on, but if you know CapCut, then you know they have started charging to reduce noise levels. So until it cools off, it will be louder, and I'm not going through other editing programs. We're laid back. We're not monetized. We don't do any of that stuff, and I just am not going to take the time to edit it out. Hopefully we're loud enough. Let me know down below. If we're not, we'll talk louder. But yeah, I have to have air, and I like to be laid back and just kind of talk to you guys and not worry about all the technical stuff. So don't forget to be kind because
You don't know anybody else's journey.
bye.
Bye, guys.